What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing great. I'm just fixing some last things, and then we're officially live a little bit later, 5 minutes later than originally planned. But yeah, I mean it just wasn't the best timing. But now we're here. So welcome everybody to the stream. I hope you're all having a great weekend so far. And we'll take a look at the markets. Markets so far have been quiet. Volume is still down a little bit, even though it's practically been stable ever since the end of Saturday. So basically for the entirety of Sunday, you can see after this drop right here, we've basically been stable around 22 billion. So I expect that to go up a little bit in the next 24 hours, up to, what's it going to be, like 30 billion, 32 billion, something like that. So we'll see that. We'll still get some good moves, but in this live stream we'll talk about how to position ourselves well for those moves. So I'm just fixing up some last things. Still had to do some sort of calculation. Yes. Let's see. Give me one moment. Yeah, all right. We're ready. So, as most of you know, if you don't know, well, first of all, welcome to the stream and welcome to the channel. But if you do know, then you know that in the beginning we'll just be taking a look at my cryptos that I usually trade, which is this list, which you can see right here. I don't think I can zoom in. Oh, I can. Yeah, right here. Here you can. Here, these are all the cryptos I trade up here, and then these I sometimes trade, or at least I'm looking at, right? So I'm looking at them for some potential setups. But we'll first take a look at. We'll first just analyze my normal cryptos, and then we'll also do some requests, such as Optimism has already been requested. Oh. Origin protocol, we'll take a look at that as well, because I saw it going. It's pretty crazy right now. Or OGN, if you don't know. It's right now it's up 15%. I'm staying out of this. I'm not trading this, all right? Yesterday I shorted STMX, and that caused a little bit of stress, to be honest. So I'm staying out of OGN, at least for now. At least for the next couple of days. That's a promise. But alright, that's what we'll do. So let's just get right into it. Gala will do XRP. We will take a look at STMX. We'll take a look at XLM. We'll take a look at SUI. We'll take a look at. Those are all on my list, guys. So you're in luck. But for now, let's get started. And obviously, for everybody that's new to the stream, I hope you're all having a great Sunday, and hopefully it will end great for you as well. So, alright, Jasmine. Not too much to say on Jasmine personally. I was thinking about possibly going short from 4 cents, but I would only do that if this trade is still there tomorrow, because what's always the case on Sunday to Monday is that you can get a lot of volatility. So if, for example, Bitcoin shoots up towards 30,400, then Jasmine could easily fly past that level. So it's too risky for me right now. But potentially tomorrow, like something like this, we're in a pretty strong downtrend, and this is a pretty strong level with the 382 FIB and the 100 EMA. Gala is actually weakening right now. So personally, I'm looking at like 2.5 cents, big psychological support level, to buy from there. But you can see here from the side that I have my price alerts set up. So if the price gets close, I'll think about it again. But Gala, I think Gala is still bullish at this point of time. But what we're seeing right now, if you, for example, take a look at this, what we're seeing right here is that we did lose this very, very bullish momentum, right? So we were very bullish, especially last week or beginning of last week. And then right now it has turned into, you know, technically we're bullish, but there's not that much momentum. So yeah, I'm waiting for this trend line. And if that trend line lines up with 2.5 cents, amazing trade, I think. It depends a bit on the market circumstances, of course, it always does. But yeah, I think for now, that's the area I'm looking at for Ghana. And potentially a short setup at 3 cents. But if we get to 3 cents, I'm not sure if I want to short from there. Now, Pepe has not been doing anything for the last week. So I am also not trading this. I mean, you can see that Pepe is kind of doing something like this, right? So you see on the short term, you see a formation like this. I guess some sort of a triangle down here. But we would first need to get a break under 14,500 before shorting. So short is the obvious choice for Pepe right now. But the only way in which you could do that is something like this. And even that is quite risky because we immediately have quite a lot of support between 13,500 and 14,000. So I wouldn't long Pepe, especially not at the beginning of the week. And it's too risky. Like there's not a great risk reward to go short on Pepe. That's basically the summary. Just pulling my screen a little bit closer. Ajax is interesting though. I mean, this is I sent this morning as well in the Signal chat room, which if you're new to the channel, I think most of you are not, but I have my own trading signal group. So if you want to receive almost daily trading signals and setups, well, I think it's more like one every 2 days, to be honest, on average. But if you want to join that, check out the links down in the description. There's also a chat room there. I sent this. I think this looks actually quite interesting. Like we had these rallies with Ajax throughout the entire month, like almost 4 times, and now again we are reaching that support level around 22.5 cents, which by the way is also a strong technical level and is a psychological support level. So I am considering buying from 22.5 cents for Ajax, and then put my stop loss like down here. To make it not that risky, and then my last take profit right here at 24.75 cents. It looks good. Statistically, it looks good. The only way it could fail is if Bitcoin becomes very, very bullish. So I think the best thing to do is to wait for it to hit that level and then wait for some bullish confirmation. Like almost every time, we always made a new higher low when we drop down to those levels. So if I zoom in a bit, it's actually, yeah, if I zoom in a bit, what you'll see is that Ajax actually always did this. So we made a higher low, and then we rallied. And also here, higher low, and then we rallied. So perhaps it's better to wait for that higher low for Ajax. Matic, I actually looked quite a lot at Matic this today and just earlier. And I'm not too sure on Matic, like 70, this area right here at 73 and 72 cents looks like the ideal trade, because if you take a look at it, what you'll see is that there's this key level right here between basically 73 cents and 71.5 cents. And then you also have the 200 EMA just floating above there and a trend line. So you would say, well, amazing trade, you should buy there. And I think I agree, but Matic has been so weak for the past week or so that I'm not sure if I want to take it. And apart from that, the ADX, which is this little indicator at the bottom, is also below 20. So that means that we are technically not even trending anymore. So I'm not sure if we're really going to find that much momentum from a trending indicator, in this case, a trend line, right? I'm actually not sure. Ghana, yeah, I mean, Ghana is on my list to trade funny animal shorts. So it's not all game coins are bad. I think some game coins are actually quite good, and Ghana I do think is one of them. Chainlink, we'll take a look at that as well. So that's a little bit later. You can see it here at you can see it here at the side. There's still some cryptos coming up. So Ocean right now I think is interesting, because what you would say is that there's this very, very beautiful chart setup. Like we had these 5 waves. Oh, excuse me. We had these 5 waves right here, and then an ABC correction, and then another 5 waves right here. And right now, what you could say is that perhaps we have actually gotten into a reversal because we are past an ABC correction. And it looks more likely that this is some sort of an impulse wave of some sorts. I'm not sure. It's a bit weird. Like Ocean, I do think it was manipulated earlier. But right now it looks like we're dropping down to this support level right here. This is a potentially good trade, all right? I also have I also have an alert here. It's a bit too low, so let me actually put that a bit higher. But this is also potentially a good trade here at the trend line. Like you can see that there's this trend line where we can grab the third touch off of. So that could be good, definitely if it's mixed up with the 35 cents support level. But then again, I mean, we have been quite bearish. So it's a high risk trade. I have my price alert set up for it. Like something like this would be what I would be looking at. Something like this, just a short trade in the middle. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I'll still have to think about it once it hits the price target, and from there we'll see again. Cardano, exactly the same as Matic. All right, there's this on paper amazing support level coming up right here. At 30.5 and 30 cents. You got the 200 EMA, you have the trend line, you have a support level, also a psychological level. I mean, 30 cents is a very strong psychological level. So in theory, this should be an amazing trade. But again, like the ADX right now is around 12, which means that there is almost no trend. So why would we react to all of those trending indicators? Spoiler alert, I don't think we will, or at least it's not secure enough for me to trade it. All right, Injective. Injective is pretty interesting because I am very much hesitating whether or not to go long on this soon. And that, first of all, that's based on that there's this major support level coming up here. All right, so we got the 200 EMA and the 382 FIB being mixed up together. That's amazing. Those are two very, very strong indicators. And then apart from that, I also do still expect bullish momentum from Bitcoin today or tomorrow. And Injective has always responded pretty well to that. So if we drop down there, first of all, it's a great support. Second of all, if we also get some bullish momentum from Bitcoin, then that it could also be an amazing trade. Could actually send us all the way up here, like up to 9.4 and 9.8 again. So it's something I'm looking at. The only reason why this is not an active trade for me yet is that I really want to see what the market does first. Like if we have a big spike down today, which is always a possibility on Sunday, then you don't want to be in such a trade, right? So I'm waiting for it to get really, really close. There's a price alert at 8.5. And then once we get very, very close, then I will consider again whether or not to buy and whether or not to send it as a signal, I would say. Solana, I'm waiting for market structure confirmation. Right now, Solana is heading down towards this level right here between $23.5 and $23. Very strong support. It's quite likely we will actually find some support from there and bounce back up. However, I do think, and I've been saying this for a while now, so we'll see whether it's true, but I do think there's some manipulation in Solana. If I said Gala earlier, I'm sorry, didn't mean that, but Gala. Like if you take a look at this volume, it's very weird. It's not normal volume distribution, and then I mean we're also bearish, so going long is always quite risky. Like the only level where I would 100% go long from is this level right here at $20. It's $20, major psychological support level, major trend line as well, and just the key level. So that's the only level right now I would buy from. Perhaps I would go short from this trend line, but only after hitting 23. Like if we drop down now and get back up towards that trend line, I might consider shorting from there all the way down to $20 or something, if that's going to happen. I mean, it's a risky trade, especially if you expect a bullish Bitcoin, like I am. But it's the only trade I would I would consider making. But yeah, all right. GRT, there's nothing. We're skipping GRT. I'm sorry if you wanted to see it, but I mean, you can almost do nothing, at least not in my trading strategy, with price action like this. There's just barely any movement. All right, render. See, render is kind of the same as Jasmine. Like we've just been in this channel, I would say. Like you can actually make a beautiful channel off of this, I think, if you do something like this. Kind of. But yeah, so you have this channel basically trending down right now, and render itself, like the market structure is very weird. There's not an uptrend, it's not a downtrend, and there's also not a clear consolidation range. You could argue that there is a consolidation range, so something like this. But then again, I would wait for bullish confirmation. Like if for some reason right now we are able to break above 1.9, then I would actually go long. Then you can take that bullish break retest and get up to at least $2, probably a little bit lower. So this is actually, I mean, this is, to be honest, this is a good trade, but it's very much conditional because it's only active if we break above 1.9. With SUI, I think we have actually dropped back down into a consolidation area. Like we were consolidating kind of in this area between 73.5 cents and then 64 cents. And now you can see that we are respecting that upper bound again, and there's also almost no support coming off of this uptrend that we had. So I think SUI is actually bound to fall down a little bit more, down to this level right here at 64 cents. Looks most likely. Then again, we could also spike up towards 73 cents if Bitcoin actually opens bullish. Litecoin made a video on this morning. If you want a full update on Litecoin, then there's that. I am waiting for either validation or invalidation of this market structure. So these Elliott waves right here. It's validated if we break down below 91.7. All right, so that's what I'm waiting for. If we drop down below 91.7, what I would expect is for us to drop down to this level around $86 and $85. And from there, I will actually buy, probably. So I also have a price alert set up, as you can see. But that's the only good trade I would say there is on Litecoin, because given the Litecoin halving, there's actually like it's just risky to trade Litecoin. It's very volatile, and a lot of things could happen. Like we could get liquidity grabs up, we could get liquidity grabs down. It's both possible, so it's quite risky. Like right now, we're just trying to get the market structure as correct as possible, so that we can actually have a great buy from a level like $86 or $85. But yeah, like I said, waiting for validation. H-bar looks like after that big spike we had, looks like it's bleeding a bit. I think the first level where we will find support is right here between 5.1 and 5 cents. So that's what I'm waiting for, and I'm also going long from that area right here. So that's you have the 200 EMA at 5.1 cents, and then you at 5 cents you first of all have a psychological support level, of course, and then you also have the trend line and a Fibonacci level there. So that looks like an interesting area, but at this point it might still take some time before we get there, because we are, like I said, we're slowly dropping down there, but at some point of time it's also expected to get some bullish momentum again, so that's probably due, so we'll still see that. All right, Link, I'm actually long on Link right now. It's around my entry area right now, but the thing we're waiting for is the following. So I'll actually do a little bit of an in-depth analysis on Link. So this is the situation. First of all, we had that 236 fib at $8.08, which was our support level. That broke on Saturday, and then the 382 around 7.85 was our support level. So now what we're waiting for is either a bullish breakout off of 8.1, or let's say 8.09. Then I think we can actually get some more bullish momentum up to 8.7, 8.8. But if for some reason we drop down below our support level, the 382 fib, and below 7.85, then we'll start dropping. First of all, down to 7.5, and then from there we'll see again. But so with this as well, we're waiting for confirmation. We were very bullish because of news. And now we're basically waiting for whether we can continue that together with bullish momentum from the markets or not. So XRP, did a video on this morning. I think we are bound to get a little bit of support still up to 76 and 77 cents. But then from there, I think we're dropping down to 70 cents. And after that, probably down to 66 and 64 as well, which is this level down here. Just altogether, we've had a lot of bearish confirmation, and there's also a little bit of bearish news hanging around. XLM is of course very correlated with XRP at this point of time for multiple reasons, and it's the same. I also think we had a lot of bearish confirmation, and I'll tell you why. First of all, we broke below 17 cents, then found resistance there. Then we also broke down below 16 cents, briefly got back above that yesterday, but then again broke down below that. And right now we're testing our support level at 15.4. But once that breaks, there's support at 14.7, but we'll just take a bearish break retest and drop down to at least 14 cents, I would say. And then from 14 cents, we'll see again. I mean, frankly, there's a lot of support for XLM. But that right now, at least, after all of those bearish confirmations, there's also quite a lot of resistance. So Storm X, yeah, I mean, what to say about this? We had a huge spike, had a bit of bullish momentum again this morning, so we got up to the 236 fib, as you can see right here. Let's actually zoom into the 1 hour time frame. Got back up to the 0.236 fib. Historically, we've always fallen. So right now we're holding the 50 EMA a little bit longer. I think it's just a matter of time before we drop down to a 0.64 and 0.65 cents. And then afterwards, we'll probably very slowly also drop down to a 0.57 and 0.55 cents. That's what I expect. All right, let's do some requests, guys. Optimism, first of all. Actually, I'm not sure when I analyzed this the last time, but we have been quite strong. We have been quite bullish. Like we had this bullish breakout Thursday, July the 13th, and ever since we've been strong. We also had some moves which look a little bit shady. So for example, wait, let me actually do something here. So for example, this move on Friday the 14th was was pretty volatile. And I'm actually not sure what to expect from Optimism here, because we are still bullish, especially technically, but there is no real accurate trend line I would like to use. Like you could use something like this. Yeah, I don't know. Optimism is actually looks a bit difficult to analyze. At least I find. It does look like if we take a look at the volume, perhaps, if the volume is dropping down quite severely, no, volume is still very high. So there seems to be a lot of momentum right now. And it actually seems like, is this an impulse wave? Like, can we say that something like this is going on and that we still have a fifth wave up to 1.75, 1.8? Probably. I mean, like I said, like right now, we're still very bullish. Like the 28 EMA is still below us, and there's some other indicators that are quite bullish. So I would say at this point of time for Optimism, it looks most likely, especially when you're expecting bullish momentum from Bitcoin, it looks most likely that we'll break above 1.63 at some point of time, and that will get up to 1.75 and 1.8. Looks most likely right now, but I mean, I would wait for confirmation then, first of all. I think the most important level really is right here in the middle. So that's between 1.643 and 1.6. I think this is the level to break, and we might actually have to consolidate a little bit more here between 1.5 and 1.62 before we can do something like this. Because even though the volume is still pretty high compared to other cryptos, and given that it's the weekend, it's still like it doesn't seem like we have that much momentum. You don't see that on the chart. But all right, let's and welcome everybody to the stream. If you're just joining, I was pretty busy with all those analysis. But let's actually check out some some analysis requests. Wow. All right, so request some cryptos if you'd like to see. I'm probably going to be able to do like 5 of them, maybe a little bit more, but we'll have to see. I cannot read back everything. Rajput, welcome to the stream. I'm doing good, man. Hope you're doing great as well. Hope you all are doing great because quite a lot of new people joined. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. Stay away from OGN. That's my best advice. Like OGN right now, it's crazy. This is crazy. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at storage. So yeah, storage actually got some bullish momentum yesterday, I think. But storage right now is just consolidating, unfortunately. Like if you take a look at the structure of the market right now, then this is it. Right? I think we can all agree on that. So the thing we're waiting for is, can we break above 32.5 and 33 cents and do something like this? All right, because if we break above 33 cents, I think we can actually rally. But at this point of time, it looks more likely, I would say, that we'll actually drop back down to 30.5 and 30 cents. I don't think 30 cents as a support will break, and I do think at some point of time we can do something like this, but I don't think it's going to happen very, very soon. All right, STMX, Yukun, we already took a look at. STMX, this is what I expect. Very simply, this. We might get a bit of spikes up, but overall I think the direction is down. That has always been the case with STMX. After a spike like this, which, believe it or not, it has had quite a couple of times in its history. All right, OGN, yeah, I'm not sure. And EHAP, we already took a look at Link. If you scroll back a little bit, we did an analysis on Link. We're basically waiting for confirmation. If we can break above 8.1, then we can be bullish. If we break through 7.85, it's more likely that we're going to drop down. I think it's more likely that we'll actually get up a little bit. But that's mostly because I expect Bitcoin to be bullish. Luna Classic, someone requested that as well. Luna Classic right now is in this, look, I would love Luna Classic to get a bullish breakout above 9,000 here, so that we can get some sort of a rally, but it does look most likely, like also if you take a look at USDC is falling down a little bit as well, so it looks most likely that Luna Classic will actually fall down a bit towards 83 and 8200. Let's take a look. There's a lot of requests, guys. I cannot do everything. I would love to do everything, but usually I keep these streams at around 30 minutes, and we're at minute 28 right now. So let's take a look at Rose right now. Was requested. Then we'll take a look at Waves. All right, Rose. Oh wow, Rose. Nice. It's actually doing something. Let's see. I mean, Rose right now, it looks like we're just struggling with this level. Wow, okay, Rose, thank you for bringing this to my attention. It actually looks pretty good, I would say. Like, you have a lot of bullish momentum here, especially since Thursday. There's a lot of bullish momentum, and I mean, the problem is that we had, like, our main resistance is this level right here at 0.0535. The problem is that we have had quite a lot of fake outs through that level. So I don't trust it that much. But I do think that some sort of a pullback and then potentially a buy from this level at 5.1 and 5 cents, that could be good. And then from there, we might actually be able to get some sort of a bullish breakout and then go up to 5.7 cents. It's a possibility. I'll add a price alert. All right, let's take a look at Waves quickly. Waves is just, I mean, Waves is kind of the same as storage right now, right? So what I see at least is that we are consolidating. So there's this range right now. I would say right here, like this is the main range between 2.16 and 1.9, and it looks like we're just in the middle of that. So that right now we are we might get a spike up to 2.15, 2.16, maybe even 2.2, but it looks most likely that we'll actually drop down to 1.9, hold that level and just consolidate here. And then at some point of time we might break above 2.16. I would say if we actually close above 2.16 on the 4-hour time frame, then we can rally. Historically, always if we've broken above that, we've always rallied. All right, so do with that what you want to. I'm not sure if it's on the 1-hour time frame as well. Yeah, well, no, on the 1-hour time frame it's not true. On the 1-hour time frame we would need to see a break above 2.23. All right, guys, one last analysis. I'm sorry, but otherwise it's too much to analyze. Listen, I'm not going to analyze your crypto if you spam it in the chat. That's not how it works. Moneymaker, I appreciate you being here, but that's not how it works. All right, we'll take a look at Dent. I saw that quite a few times as well, but I think Dent is not doing anything, to be fair. Yeah, I mean Dent is not doing anything. Here you can easily see also from the EMAs, like the EMAs are not doing anything. And Dent right here, it seems like we're just consolidating here. So we just hit that top. See, Dent historically has had some big rallies, right? So if you go back here, like the 21st of February, we rallied a lot. But right now, we're just consolidating. And I don't think we're going to get out of that soon. Potentially, like, I do think this level around 750, it's a strong level. So that could be a good buy area. It's also the lower range of the consolidation. And from there, we could actually get back up to like 850. But I don't see a bullish breakout or anything coming soon. All right, one last, Ren. I saw you and I saw you requesting it quite a bit, so we'll take a look at that real soon or real quick. Ren right now. Let's see. I do believe that this project is dead, right? I haven't heard about. I thought it died out when that whole FTX crash was happening, because FTX invested a lot in it. I could be wrong, but let me know. Yeah, okay, yeah, Ren is trying to get some sort of a bullish breakout. I mean, you can clearly see that that we started some bullish momentum yesterday or this morning actually. You can clearly see that right here. But overall, we haven't passed this major resistance level yet, because this is the main resistance level. So that's between 7.2 and 7.4 cents. We could actually rally. Like if we break above 7.4 cents here, we could actually have a huge rally and go pretty high, like all the way up to like 7.9 and 8 cents at the very least. Like this is a possibility, but I think it's not the most likely scenario, because there is a lot of resistance here, like the 0.618 FIB, which we are almost closing below right now. And this whole level, which historically you can see is very strong. So it looks a bit more likely that will drop down to at least 6.9 cents again. Now, if we can then hold 6.9 cents as a support for a little bit or for some time, then the chances of this happening become bigger and bigger. But if it breaks, then we'll just fall back, right? So I think it's most likely we'll find resistance here. If we can actually find support at 6.9 and hold it for at least 2 days, then we might actually rally. Otherwise, it's more likely to drop down to 6.6 and 6.5 cents. All right, everybody, that's the stream. That's the stream for now. We're going to end it here. I appreciate you all being here. Quite a lot of viewers, so yeah, good stream. Hopefully I provided some value for you with some analysis or with some requests. If I didn't, if I missed your crypto you requested, then I stream every other day. All right, so I'll be live again on Tuesday. So then perhaps that's a better chance. And in the meanwhile, I will also launch a new Telegram group. All right, so that's a little bit of new news here. If you are interested in joining that, then just join the Telegram group. It's down in the description, and you'll find and you'll gain more information there. But apart from that, that's it. All right. So that's a live stream for now. I hope you all have a great end of this Sunday. Like I said, some bigger news coming up very soon. Keep an eye out for that. But for now, thank you all for being here. Thank